Ron DeSantis is definitely not the sharpest tool in the shed. Some of you might have heard, and True Royal and I were talking about this a little earlier today. Ron DeSantis is opening up the entire state of Florida. He is letting the people do whatever they want. They can go wherever they want. They can return back to work. And he's doing this despite the fact that COVID is going up in his state. Y'all just sit back because Florida is about to become a super epicenter. So this came out on ABC News September 25th, 2020. Florida reopens state economy despite ongoing pandemic. Governor Ron DeSantis lifted all restrictions on restaurants and other businesses in Florida on Friday in a move to reopen the state's economy despite the spread of coronavirus. Governor Ron DeSantis lifted all restrictions on restaurants and other businesses in Florida on Friday and banned local fines against people who refuse to wear masks as he seeks to reopen the state's economy despite the spread of coronavirus. The Republican governor ordered unleashed fresh debate in the political divided state, where the pandemic responses have become intertwined with the upcoming presidential election. DeSantis, a major ally of Donald Trump, acknowledged that the pandemic is far from over, but he said the threat has eased and the time has come to reopen for business after 6 months of people twisting in the wind. The governor's announcement Friday allows restaurants across the state to immediately reopen at full capacity and prevent cities and counties from ordering them to close or operate at less than half capacity unless they can justify a closure for economic or health reasons. We are not closing anything going forward, DeSantis said, while insisting that the state is prepared if infections increase again. Trust me, they're going to increase. The governor, however, allowed local governments to limit bars to 50% capacity, but added that he was not going to stand in the way of allowing them to fully reopen. All right. As part of his reopening plan, the governor barred cities and counties from collecting fines on people who violate social distancing rules or don't wear face masks. The governor ordered virtually nullifies local ordinance put in place to limit the spread of coronavirus. I think we need to get away from trying to penalize people for not social distancing and work with people constructively, DeSantis said. Florida Democrats have bemoaned the governor's push to reopen as hasty. No one is advocating for a full-scale lockdown in Florida, but we have been and continue to ask for common sense prevention measures such as face masks, which are essential to preventing further spread. Wow. So this is just one of the health officials in Florida talking. Some local officials appealed to the governor to continue the authority over control of the outbreak. We are hoping that the governor will allow us to have deeper restrictions than the rest of the state. We have a greater spread of the virus in South Florida than other parts of the state. Broward County Mayor Dale Holness told WLRN a public radio station in Miami, Miami-Dade County Mayor Carlos Jimenez said in a statement Friday that DeSantis ordered allows him to continue restricting restaurants to have capacity, but he acknowledged the county will no longer fine people for not wearing masks. Jimenez said that he was consulting with the county attorney regarding the mask mandate at businesses to ensure compliance with the new order. Florida has long been a COVID-19 hotspot with nearly 700,000 confirmed virus cases since the pandemic began in March. Nearly 14,000 Floridians have died. The governor reluctantly closed bars and nightclubs on St. Patrick's Day due to the outbreak, and days later restricted restaurants to takeout dining. Amusement parks ground to a halt. Closures. So he's saying that, according to him, it's been long enough. That's pretty much what he's saying. DeSantis slowly reopened the state for business, since then allowing restaurants and bars to reopen at half capacity while deferring to local officials who advocated reopening more slowly in the pandemic epicenters in South Florida. We have been able to put a lot of people back to work over the last few months. Obviously, we have to do more, the governor said. The governor had resisted imposing a statewide mask mandate, but had allowed cities and counties to do so and impose stricter measures than he was willing to do, including closing beaches and public venues to keep the virus from spreading. The governor's action does not preclude private businesses such as grocery stores and sport venues from requiring masks. In February, Florida will again host the Super Bowl. Yeah, now you know why he's doing this. He's trying to open everything up. And he's pretty much saying, when people go to the stadium, they can pretty much do whatever they want. And they want a packed stadium too, y'all. That's what he wants. With the economy and his political standing floundering, DeSantis has been under pressure to revive the economy. As the state has reopened, DeSantis tourist-dependent businesses have been trying to woo back visitors. Like Trump, DeSantis has questioned the closures and arguing that states had more aggressively shut down, including California, have fared better. So he's saying they're better off than California. The state of Florida is probably the most big state, one of the biggest states in the country, he was boasting. California has more than 800,000 coronavirus cases and more than 15,000 deaths associated with the outbreak. While California has suffered slightly more infections and death, its population is nearly twice that of Florida. Earlier this week, the country surpassed 200,000 deaths from COVID-19 as the outbreak intensifies in the U.S. heartland. New infections in Florida have steadily declined since the state's caseload peaked in July. Florida added 2,847 confirmed coronavirus cases on Friday, pushing the statewide total since March 1st to 695,887. The state has also announced 120 new virus deaths, pushing its toll to 14,038. Hospitalizations declined by 34. So it's 2,137 people. Well, wait until you open a state. That's going to all change real fast. Y'all just keep your eyes on Florida. This ain't going to turn out the way this man thinks at all. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.